Open up then. You want to be the star of the show? Start the podcast.
Got the whole crowd laughing. You know what I mean?
I'm not laughing. Take the floor.
Welcome back to another episode with Brunch, with
I said start the show, not start your
intro.
Craziness, okay?
Craziness? What?
I don't know, you're acting up right now. Welcome back to Brunch with Desb. I'm your host, as always, Desb, and today we're gathered in the presence of the one, the only, Wyatt Pfeiffer.
Perfect. Came full circle for me.
All right, guys, shut up.
Seriously, shut up.
Wyatt was last week out of office.
Yep.
Golfing. So I said, listen, the girls, the guys, whoever's listening, we need you back.
Yeah.
So
here I am.
Get in uniform. Okay?
Fall in line.
Speaking of uniform, by this point it's Sunday. We've probably phased out of it, but I know for a fact I have not.
We probably have more news on it.
That's very true. We probably have more pictures, maybe
New Heights podcast will talk about it.
Maybe a kissing photo.
Oh no.
Perhaps holding hands.
I mean, there's a reason for the sunglasses.
Yeah.
I feel like what probably Travis Kelce feels like because his future's too bright.
His future is bright.
It's too
with
bright.
Our girly, Miss Swift.
I've never hated her, but I was never like a super fan in the sense. Like I always liked her music, always liked her, but I just never really listened to it. But after that news, something about that relationship, it just works in my mind. I am on this side where I'm like, I'm all in. I don't know what happened. Nope. I don't know why I all of a sudden care, but I do now.
Yeah. As 90% of the NFL fan base, I think. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, I don't know how. But obviously breaking it down, we saw Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game last night. This is obviously, last Sunday. The world combusted.
It did.
I busted. I mean, combusted. I combusted because it was what I had called 2 weeks ago on the podcast. I said, I can't wait until we see her photographed walking in the stadium or whatever, or in a box seat. I fucking said it. And where was she? Where was she, Wyatt?
Next to Kelsey's mom.
But
Mommy.
where?
In the box.
In the box. And that was the first glance that we got of her. She just snuck her little self in there. There was a few things that pissed me off. People were saying, number one, people were like, oh, she was just there because she got free tickets. Yeah. She doesn't need free fucking tickets. She could own the whole fucking team.
Yeah.
And even if it was free, guess what? She has 9 million things she could be doing right now. Who just wakes up and is like, oh, I should probably just go to the Chiefs game today. I'm bored. That's not how it works with her.
Yeah, it's not like she just was approached, hey, free tickets. She goes, oh my God, I got free tickets?
I've been wanting to see the past Super Bowl winners. I've been wanting to go.
Tickets, and I want to sit next to Travis Kelce's mom. That
Please put me there.
Don't know somehow.
Weird.
Yeah.
So anyways, break it down. That pissed me off. Second thing that pissed me off is people like, oh, it's just a PR stunt.
I gave it a thought, but then I turned my brain on and realized that it's not
exactly.
Just a PR
Turn
stunt.
your fucking brain on.
Yeah.
Neither of them need PR right now. No. I would even argue Travis Kelce alone in the NFL, he doesn't need PR. Like, people love him. Yeah, people love him.
He's who he is.
His podcast, the Kelce brothers, like, he's had his own TV show before.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it. He's doing fine.
He's even said in his New Heights podcast or a clip of it just saying, like, how life's good, man.
So we're just going to sit here and promote another podcast?
Yeah, I said it twice now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't stream New Heights podcast.
Just look at the clips.
Yeah.
I don't even listen to it, to be fair. I only see the clips. So.
I know. I'm just kidding. I love it. So that was like the biggest news of, I mean, honestly, I would argue 2023. Like, that was not on my bingo card, was her dating, a football player. But I think it's a good mix.
Oh, it's perfect. And
it's so fun.
I have the thumbnail for this podcast
oh my God,
already
I'm excited.
in my mind.
I'm excited.
What this does, and you can put this into the image and you'll see what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
but
tell me.
Basically, this new relationship just put a Band-Aid over the Aaron Rodgers thing. Everybody in the NFL was like, oh no, we lost Aaron Rodgers. So
but we gained Taylor Swift.
Right. But we just put a little Band-Aid on the pain that Aaron Rodgers gave us, and now we have this cool new relationship that the NFL's like, oh, thank God we got something to make up for.
What's funny is Aaron Rodgers is a huge Swiftie.
Yeah.
And he's obviously single. And so many people were rooting for him to maybe finally have his chance with Taylor.
No.
And so maybe he might be down bad.
Oh, yeah.
He might be down bad right now.
Yeah, but he probably isn't. He doesn't come off stupid. I feel like he knows he's a little older than he should be.
Sure.
Compared to
dating
Taylor Swift.
Sure.
But let's put a Band-Aid on Aaron Rodgers.
No,
we still hope you get better, but like, we for us and our emotions on Sundays and just football around the buzz.
It's like, ooh, Taylor there this week.
It's
is
like,
Taylor there this week?
Yeah, right. So now we got something to look forward to. Now instead of like, is Aaron Rodgers going to throw 4 touchdown passes? It's like, oh well. We'll see what Taylor and Travis are doing this week.
Yeah, no, I mean the whole NFL fantasy league. Fuck your fantasy league. We want a dating fantasy league.
No, start Taylor on your fantasy league.
That's what I'm saying. She single-handedly just came into the NFL and said, "Fuck your whole season. It's about me now."
Yep.
It's me.
She's gonna have 89 points.
I'm the problem. No, everything's gonna articulately. What's everything?
Like fall into place? Is that what you're getting at?
Yes, but also everything this season is somehow going to either be 87, 89, or 13.
Oh, yep.
Like it somehow, because
it's all going to articulate.
Yes.
I think that makes sense. I don't know.
You know what? Nothing has to make sense. Click the right fucking button if you're going to do it. So anyways, that was like the biggest news. I was so excited, and I'm done with the skinny guys. Yeah. I want to see her.
Big macho man.
Yeah. I want to see it.
I know. It's fun.
In the memes, thank you. Thank you for your guys' service on the internet. Because as much as we hate the internet, you guys are way too funny.
It was so quick last
night. Way
night.
Too funny. No, I have to read that one quote.
Snowballed. Like, I didn't expect it, but I'm just scrolling, and then before you know it, I am cackling at memes. All about Taylor Swift, the Chiefs, the buzz around the Chiefs. It's so easy to make fun of, and throwing Taylor Swift, who just has the biggest persona ever, into the mix of that
insane
opens up the most hilarious angles that you can attack from a meme perspective. I was on social media last night.
This is
just
one.
Laughing.
The year is 2025. Taylor Swift just dropped her new album about a breakup. The lyrics to her first single start, "A love doesn't break, it starts to bend. And he also asked me to stick my finger in his tight end." And then there's this one of Spider-Man scaling. This one fucking sent me into the oblivion.
This one is the one that
Spider-Man is scaling a building. Okay, so picture this. Spider-Man crawling up a building, okay?
Like zoomed out.
Jackson Mahomes trying to scale his way into Kelce's suite to do a TikTok with Taylor.
That's pretty good.
There was this one too. It said, "Taylor Swift at Travis Kelce's game soon."
High School Musical.
Oh, you can do it. Just know that I believe. Oh my gosh, it was so great. And last thing I will say that was just kind of crazy. And again, Swifties are crazy. That they'll also just make up any conspiracy ever. 87 plus 13. 100.
Okay. What's that mean?
Just a mathemathician. Mathematician.
Oh.
Math is Taylor's thing. 87, 13,
she just
100.
100.
Full number.
Yeah.
Like.
But now
I mean, again, we're pulling, we're stretching, but it's fun.
But now let's
because
get
it just
down
works.
To it. Are they going to become a real thing?
I think so.
I think
you don't
might
just
be for a little bit.
No,
but I don't know.
I think they're a real thing. I think when you start mixing professions together, like you date a singer dates a singer, it can get messy. And so I think having completely separate things, their own things going on. She's in the music industry. He's in the football industry.
They've had their share of fallout relationships.
And they can keep low key. Like Travis doesn't have to do shit in off season. He doesn't need to be in the press. He doesn't. So when Taylor goes into her fucking cabin to write her songs, he's good too. Like he's like, cool, I want my privacy too.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's going to work.
I think it works on paper, but
I just work. All the Swifties like, shut the fuck up. This is the one.
Let us have this. Let us
have this one fucking win. Okay, we already lost Rodgers.
I know.
Let us have this.
Again, I'm telling you. Band-Aid on Rodgers.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Sorry, I just got nervous if I pressed record. Like I was like, oh my God, please say I pressed record. Okay, so the other thing, just last Taylor news, because like obviously this is just exactly what we need to start with. her vault tracks have been released for 1989. That's re-releasing this month. One of her songs on it is Slut! Exclamation point, Taylor's version.
Whoa.
So
I don't even know what that means.
just, she's in her slut era. So maybe she's just slutting it up with Travis.
That's why it won't work.
No.
He wants a good.
No, I love it. She's allowed to be a slut. She's been America's, sweetheart for 15 years. Let her be a slut.
I mean, to be fair though, she has been coined that
Slut
before
it up.
because of how many relationships she's had.
Slut it up. Slut it. Slut it. Slut it up. I don't know. Cody Co. Make it into a fucking song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, really excited. And
great
also,
song.
I recently won an award. I haven't told anyone about this.
Oh, you haven't? Nice.
No, I won an award. So I'm not going to tell you guys the details, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of a big deal.
It is cool.
But point being is I have my award ceremony on the day I was supposed to go see the Eras Tour in fucking theater.
Nice.
Well, you told me that. I was stressed.
Yeah, I know.
But don't worry. I already bought new tickets for Sunday. So instead of going Friday, I'm going Sunday. So I swear to God, if they don't have an Eras Tour popcorn bucket in the fucking friendship bracelets left over, I'm going to be done.
I feel like that's
Fuck
half
my
the
award.
draw. That's half the draw.
Fuck my award.
Yeah. I mean, that's half the draw. I'd be shocked if they just didn't 2 days
Yeah,
later.
trust me. I thought about, I was like, maybe I just don't go to the award ceremony.
That is utterly insane.
I thought about it. For a second, I entertained it. I was
know
like,
you did. How bad do I need to go?
Is it worth it? I mean, I get the award anyway.
I'm not shocked.
So whatever. All right. Other than that, last thing I'm up to, I don't know. You're down. I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I'm up to bridal boot camp. What are you working out lately? Huh?
Wait,
What are you doing? What are you working out?
I'm working out.
What plan are you doing? What are you doing?
What
are you doing?
Not yours.
That's shit. Because you've been with me at the gym almost every day this week, and you've done my workouts.
Yeah, I know. I've been following yours. I mean, obviously in this past week, but if I'm not with you, then
Who are you?
I don't like to fish through. I don't know which plans are good or what's in each plans because I haven't looked at every single one, so I don't know which one I like or
That's
don't
crazy
like,
though, because they're all good.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just more of my specific situation of my lower body.
Yes. No, I get it. I get it.
There's workouts that I just can't do.
No, I get it. Yeah. I'm currently doing bridal boot camp, which I'm super excited. If you guys aren't a part of my membership, you should be a part of my membership.
You need to.
$29 a month. And the most beautiful thing about it is that you can have monthly workouts and then you can do whatever plan you want. So this month I'm doing the monthly workouts, but I'm also kind of finessing them in with bridal boot camp.
Which was kind of my point though, is there was just so many options. I just haven't taken the time to look which one was best for me, but I can tell you there's more than one out there.
It's all
that
about
will fit you.
It's all about having fun. And I'm having fun this month. So if you guys want to be a part of my membership, you haven't bit the bullet, you want to do it for this October, join today. Code Brunch with Desb all together at the checkout. $10 off your first month. $19 for your first month. Join me.
Ooh.
Why not?
That's pretty cheap.
$19. I mean, fuck, you go spend that at Starbucks in one day, 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Myself included. So quit your bitching.
And that's not good for you.
Not good for you. And what do you get out of that? Nothing. Side note
Caffeine.
too,
Caffeine's pretty dope.
Yeah, I do want to throw this out there though, because I just thought of it today. I was like, I got to remind people of that. I have a lot of people on my app that message me for receipts, which by the way, you can do on your own account. But regardless, my point is they asked me for a receipt of their purchases because their job covers it. They will reimburse them.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So
because NetJets or just even past jobs, it's anything health and fitness related, they will cover.
It's like a gym. It's like a gym membership.
Amount of money a year. Yeah.
So if you guys are curious about getting into a challenge or whatever, ask your job. Hey, if I come in here with proof, whatever, I'll get you what you need, or I'll point you in the direction of what you need. But a lot of people have their membership covered by their fucking job. Thank you so much, corporate America.
That's pretty cool.
Fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, fuck you, but thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shit on their watch, and I'm gonna work on their watch. Work out on their watch. I'm gonna get ripped on their watch.
On their time.
What was that? Is that Jax?
Sounded like a Jack. They probably didn't hear it.
No, probably not. Okay, so anyways, that's what I'm doing this week. You guys should join me, whatever. A few different launches we have this week coming up. Number 1, new Petula. You've seen my new Petula. I've been rocking it. The new bear, the new sweatshirts and sweatpants I've been wearing.
Oh,
literally every day.
Yeah.
Literally every day.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's very nice. It's called the Feels Good Collection. That is launching September 30th, 12 p.m. EST. Desb to save money.
Yeah, it's nice.
So nice. Very, like, definitely unisex. Like, I wear a small in the sweatpants, and I got extra larges in the sweatshirts, because...
Sweatshirts are hard.
Oh, my God, they're so nice.
Hard.
I've said it over and over on this podcast, and I will continue to say it. Petula does loungewear better than any company I work with.
Top tier.
Top motherfucking tier.
I mean, all of the companies you work with, I'm not going to lie.
Sure, they do their own thing very well,
damn good.
but Petula over and over again just fucking delivers on loungewear. So good. Okay, next one we have Buff Bunny. So this was announced as of today. Kara Corey, which love her. She has her first kind of like collab with Buff Bunny coming out. It's called The 7 Deadly Sins. She is like spook queen. So it's really cool that she got to like kind of co-collab on this Halloween launch. Love her to death. Don't love the launch. I'm just not a spooky girl. I don't wear a lot of like dark red. I don't like black. I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't like metallic-y looking bras. Like I don't like a Halloween theme launch personally.
I get what you're saying though.
It's not my favorite.
It's a niche launch.
It's a very niche launch. And it's a very, it's like my spooky merch. I mean, this is niche. You know, not everyone likes spooky stuff and skeletons, whatever. So I get it, but I'm going to be supporting her. There's definitely some pieces in the launch for everyone, but it's just not, I'm not like, I wish she would have gotten a different collab, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, she deserves it, but I wish, although it's true to her, I wish it was just something I really loved, you know, because like I love her so much.
But I'm sure a lot of people love it.
100%.
So
guess what? My opinion fucking sucks. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the best part about opinions.
Everyone has one. It's like an asshole.
Yep. You
Period.
took the words right out of my mouth. I tell you what.
October 7th, 2 p.m. EST, code DESB to save 10% as always. Last one we have Paragon. October 10th, Form Collection. Last few launches, Paragon, you know, I know what we got in the gauntlet. Like, we're stirring up some really cool shit. But, like, I feel like we've been on repeat a little bit, you know?
Yep.
Same colorways, same, like, not boring colors, but it's
neutral.
Neutrals.
I was going to say neutral.
I feel like every launch is like we're either in a canyon or we're replicating water. Like, it's just elemental. Everything's always the elements or canyon or love, breathe, form.
Love, breathe, knockout. Love, breathe, form.
I don't know. and you know, I love it. Quality's still great, top tier, but we need some spice.
I think it's coming though. I got a feeling.
I think it's gonna come bust here soon.
Multiple times.
Everywhere, all over the place.
Everywhere. Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, no, you guys will be combusting with what is coming. Are you sweating?
This is past sweat. This is sweat I haven't wiped off.
I was like, you're either crying or sweating, but we did talk about Travis and Taylor.
Hot.
So okay, fair.
Yeah, my bad.
So those are the launches you guys need to know. Last one in the Wellness Corner Suite is Tula Skincare Holidays coming back. Their eye gels are back.
Oh my god. No.
Oh my wait. R&R.
R&R.
We'll get to that in a second. That's fucking funny. Okay, so let's get into watches. We had a few different things and Wyatt can chime in. Number one, Shane Gillis, recent comedy special on Netflix.
It's so good.
Top motherfucking tier.
If you don't know who Shane Gillis is, I mean, first off, I'm sorry, but I will say he's got to be one of the top comedians right now. Just crushing. I mean, he's just one of those funny guys that, I don't know, he's just made his way onto every podcast. I mean, he's blown up and rightfully so. He is so good. It's so good.
What was it called? Something about the dogs. But it's on Netflix. Just search up Shane Gillis.
It wasn't Dog Watcher.
It's close. It's something like that.
Shane Gillis, something with the dog.
It's from 22 technically, but it's like newer.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. No, it said 2022.
No, it came out literally the day we watched it. It came out the day before. Yes,
am I maybe thinking of Tim Dillon or whatever? Is his old? The other comedian we watched, the gay one.
Yeah, that was 2022.
Okay, so I just got him to switch. Yeah. So brand new, super good.
It's awesome. It's
which also, by the way, Wyatt got me comedy special tickets to Chris DiStefano.
I know, Chrissy Chaos, dude. I'm pumped.
So we're going next month, or October. It's like basically this month. Holy shit. Okay, next one we watched first. So you got to go watch that. Watch it with your husband, your partner, whoever. It's a good so funny. Next one, Tim Dillon. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get confused if it's like Tim, Tom, Chris, Matt. Like, they all have the most average white people names ever. Even Bobby Lee. He's Asian and it's Bobby.
Yeah. Tom, like, Bobby,
Chris,
Tom,
Andrew.
Bill.
Tom, Segura. Like, I'm thinking of another Tom.
Joe.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. Matt. Did we already kind of say him? Regardless, all the funny comedians are just Joe Rogan.
I said Joe.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, boring.
Joey.
Stop being so white.
Yeah.
Tell your parents, figure it out, get a little diverse. Next we have, so Tim Dillon. Just a must watch. Was that on YouTube or Netflix? That was on Netflix too.
Netflix, yeah. He's
a different type of comedy. You got to go in there really open-minded and be prepared to not be offended, which, by the way, you should never be offended in comedy because it's comedy for a reason. You shouldn't be offended, so grow up or don't listen to comedy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's where it ends.
That's it.
That's really what
but
it
he's
comes
good,
down to.
So go give it a watch.
Yeah, he's very political, so be ready for that.
If you like it, I like you. You know what I mean?
He's very smart, though. Like, if you ever hear him talk on, like, Joe Rogan podcast or even in other podcasts,
you listen to Joe Rogan or Red Flag?
Well, I mean, just the clips.
I'm joking. Just everyone's like, yeah.
He's just so
if you listen to Joe Rogan,
so smart. He knows his shit, but it's funny. He's very good.
Super good. Okay, so the other two things I watched with Ty, me and Ty watch Plathville all the time ever since 2020. Plathville's back. Barry's back. You kind of watched it with me, right? Barry and Kim, mom and dad.
I know
you kind of know it.
I know the whole idea.
Okay, well, so Kim is like fucking some new dude now. She's dating again. She's back out on the prowl.
I hate her so much.
No, here's the thing though. Barry turned into daddy. He's at the gym. He's pumping iron 100% on test. Like he's looking huge. He's looking rich. Yes.
That's funny.
And there's like videos of him at the gym. And I still can't get out of my head that he looks like that. Remember that worm off of SpongeBob in the wheelchair? I think it's during the chocolate episode.
Oh, that one?
That's who he fucking...
You think he looks like the skeleton? He's not a worm.
Hold the fuck on.
It's a spine and a skull.
No, dude, look. Okay, Barry Plathville.
Also,
okay, here's him.
Oh my God, he is Jack.
No, okay, hold on.
What the
Here's him. Okay, now let me look this up. SpongeBob skeleton wheelchair. Tell me that doesn't look like him.
Yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from. It's very good.
So on point. So anyways, it's fun. The drama's real. It's so chaotic.
It's very chaotic.
It's chaotic and it's kind of almost sad too because them being on TV like the Plaths ruined their family.
Oh, it did.
It exposed a lot. They got hate from so many people. Like when you sign up for shit like that, you either are number one, never get online.
Yeah.
Stay in your bubble. Or number two, be prepared to be exposed. And
I mean, it's just, yeah.
So anyways, sadly, it ruined their family. But you know what? Makes for great drama.
But honestly,
TLC loves doing that.
It's true.
TLC loves ruining family.
Every publication loves doing that. Oh, no, we had no idea this would happen. Let's keep fucking filming. Come here.
Put the cameras away. And
you're under contract. Shut up.
Literally. So speaking of Plathville going off that, I've been in this like deep spiral of fundamentalist Christian families and looking up corrupted fundamentalists on YouTube. And I just like spiraled down more like Duggar shit and just, whatever. One of the Duggars just 2 weeks ago, I believe it was Jill, came out with her new memoir. Memoir. Talking about her experiences, and not getting paid. It's also not about the money. I want to make it very clear. Like there's fucked up shit. I mean, her brother molested 4 of the daughters. Yeah. And it was just swept under the rug. And he's serving 12 years in prison now.
12 seems light.
It seems very light.
Yeah, that's...
Well, Danny, whatever, Masterson or Matterson the other week, from raping one girl in 2002, he got 30 fucking years. This dude...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
This dude, he got just a little slap on the wrist, 12 years.
Well, it's like that one Stanford swimmer back in like 2010 or 11. He got like 30-day parole or something.
Crazy.
Yeah. Jesus.
I don't understand how it's not every state isn't on the same page, right? Like if you rape someone in Michigan, it's the same kind of rape in Texas.
It's
why are we treating it different?
It's all situational, or they like to believe it is when it's like, really, it's like, did it happen or not?
Right.
Okay, it did. Okay, well then you're fucked.
Well, you molested her. Well, I just like touched her boobs. It's like,
okay, well, That's sexual harassment. We'll knock it.
Still,
we'll give you a year back, but you're in for 29.
But it's your sister, so like, go have Christmas when you get out.
Yeah.
Go to Thanksgiving dinner and chat.
Oh my God.
So fucked up. So, anyways, if you guys are in for a spiral, feel free. Big things happening this week. Well, last week by the time you guys listen. Golden Bachelor is finally here, and so is the new season of The Kardashians. So very exciting. Golden Bachelor. I am ready. I'm already calling it April.
Okay.
I think her name's April. I'd have to double check. April.
Yeah, see.
Top of my list, April.
Part of me, I'm kind of nervous for how it's going to shake out. And I'm not going to watch it as religiously. I might, chime in on some of the nights that you might be watching it if the football game's a blowout. But even then, I'll probably rather watch that whole game. Anyways, I was thinking about it, and it's just like, how are these producers going to drag this on for as long as they needed to? Because they're going to have to really stir the pot. Because think about old people, or older in that age.
But the thing is, old people are still up. Like, we said it ourselves.
But at their age, you got to think they have less patience. Like, if they are on there and they're like, yeah, this isn't working, they don't need fame. Like, they're probably already fine. They got their lives, they're established. They're at their age where, like, they don't really care maybe. Some of them might, sure. But how are they going to have the patience to sit in there and be like, oh, I talked to this guy for 10 minutes outside, and then they're sitting in the room with the other girls, and they're like, yeah, I don't really feel it. Whatever. I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah, well, guess what, babe?
You know what I mean?
Signed a contract. Get the fuck over it.
Yeah, but...
Go cry in your room. Go cry in your suite.
It's like in the regular Bachelor, though, if that ever happened, they just left. Whatever. It's no harm done. But I just think that this older, like, generation of Bachelor, it's like they're going to be way more straightforward and cut and dry of like, yeah, I don't think I like you either. Cool. Awesome. See ya.
Yeah, I mean, I think
so. Like, they're gonna have to really either bump up the drama or like really hope that some girls are crazy.
I think starting it out with the Golden Bachelor, not Bachelorette, so starting it with a guy being in the lead and having the girls casting the drama was the right move, because girls are still girls, whether you're 65, whether you're 50. There's some girls in the cast that you can tell are like very done up, very Botoxy, very filler, which like slay. But then you have these other girls who are like rootin' tootin', so honored to aging is beautiful, whatever. So they're immediately going to be like, yeah, well, April came in here trying to be 48 still, and we're 60. They're going to talk shit. Like, it's going to naturally come in. Jerry also handsome.
Oh my
God, 75 and he looks like that.
He was 75. Dang.
So he's wanted. It's going to be fun, but I will be curious to see how it shakes out. But like, I think it's going to be fun.
Are they going to have that overnight stay later in the seasons
it's a fantasy
and all
suite.
have sex?
I mean, maybe they'll play Scrabble instead, but like they will have the opportunity. They will have the opportunity to Scrabble.
Play like pickup sticks or something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think they'll find a way to have fun. Yeehaw. So very excited.
Until like, what's his name? The Bachelor guy?
Jerry,
until he has like erectile dysfunction and like it gets out and then his life's ruined.
Well, let's not.
I'm just saying, like, or one of them has to sleep with a sleep apnea machine, and
let's not put a
learn
hex
it then.
on Jerry.
Well, I'm just saying, like, but then again, that is hilarious content in terms of if it comes to that point. Not the ED, but like, honey, I gotta sleep with sleep apnea machine.
I need my.
That makes me laugh.
So is a CPAP a make or break for you?
Yeah, right. They start talking about that on date one. Like, hey, I sleep every night with a big ass mask on my face,
and it makes.
Okay, so maybe it will be funnier than I thought.
It'll be good.
Have anybody seen my pills?
So are your grandkids cunts?
Yeah.
Are they cunty?
That's funny.
So excited. Okay, very excited for the rest of this episode because we have some Tell Me a Secrete.
Tell me a cigarette?
Yeah, because it's getting lit.
Yeah.
All right, tell me a secret. As you guys know, you can write this in at any given point if you want to tell me a secret, or tell Wyatt how fucking stupid he looks wearing sunglasses all day.
Yeah. Future's too bright. Not
kidding.
my fault.
So really excited. You can always do this. Drop the link in the description box, show notes, link in bio, wherever you're at. If you haven't already, give this video on YouTube thumbs up. Rate, review, subscribe. Do all that shit before we get into it. Just don't forget. Let's go.
That's you buzzing by the like button or buzzing by the subscribe button, and you shouldn't. It shouldn't sound like this. It should sound like, ooh, what's this?
Oh my God, it's Taylor Swift. Like she's driving by. She's driving by with Travis. Oh, Taylor. Pose for the camera. Pose for the camera. Pose for the camera. Okay, first one. Are you ready?
No, my back hurts a lot.
Sorry. In college, we had a group of 4 close friends. We found out one of them kept lying to us and had a falling out with her. Let's call her Anna. She was roommates with one of the girls in our group, so when Anna was out one day, we took her condoms and poked holes in them.
You're immediately the worst person in the face of the earth. Anyways, keep going.
Don't worry, she never ended up pregnant, but we had such a good laugh. Oh, and I also remembered one of the girls gave her boyfriend a hand job on her bed as well.
Wait, start that again.
Seriously, oops, guess I am a mean girl after all.
Start that over again. I got to hear the beginning.
No,
what's
basically,
that context? Just give me the first line.
4 close friends. They were 4 close friends. One of them kept lying to all of them, so they all had a falling out. They were all roommates, or she was roommates with one of the girls in the group.
Anna kept lying to all the friends.
Yes, Anna's
and
a bitch.
So they got back
at her by poking holes in the condom. Okay. And also then giving her boyfriend a hand job.
Okay, you're terrible people. And I get I don't have the full context here, but if it's lying that pissed you off to literally change the course of somebody's life is ridiculous. I hope you understand how serious I am being with when I say that is a terrible thing to do.
Wyatt would ground you.
Oh my God. Get in your fucking room.
Let's go. In high school, my boyfriend at the time and I decided to just drive around the small town because there's nothing to do. We ended up parking at my high school. He did not go there and ended up hooking up in the back seat. As we were mostly naked, I see headlights and of course a cop shows up. I freak out, putting on clothes as my boyfriend slides in the front seat with the cop approaching. He pulls up with a flashlight and asks for our IDs. I look at his uniform and he is the husband of my English teacher who I had for first period the next day. My English teacher always knows about the town drama because of her husband, so she absolutely heard this. Sincerely, written in from a girl who got an A in English for sucking dick.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That's...
You just act like it never happened. Honestly, you just go on. Like,
yeah, you can't acknowledge it.
You go into school that day. I don't give a shit if your teacher knows or whatever the husband said. You just walk in and it's like, what's up, teach? What's up? I got laid last night. Did you? Probably not.
Because your cop husband's too fucking worried about me.
Yeah.
You know?
Cop husband staring at 16-year-olds having sex in a parking lot. So what's that have to say about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pedo.
Yeah. You weirdo.
Yeah. Fucking.
I'm going to report that to the police.
Yeah.
What's that going to mean? I don't know.
Young kids' lives matter to him.
Yeah. You weirdo, worried about me having sex?
Weird.
So you should have sex.
Yeah. Tell him. I matched with one of my dad's coworkers on a dating app. At the time, I didn't know it was his coworker, and on the first date, I mentioned what city my dad worked for as a police officer. What is with all the cops? And he proceeded to ask me what my last name was. After telling him my last name, he asked, "Is your dad?" Insert my dad's name. Sure enough, yes. Yes, it was my dad. That's not even the best part. After a couple more dates...
Oh, wow.
I went over to his house for a movie night. Moved from the living room into his bedroom where I saw a strap hanging from the bathroom ceiling. After asking what he used it for, he told me to look at the ceiling above the bed where 2 hooks were. He said the straps were multi-purpose. I should have ran right there. But wait, it gets worse. I proceed to have pity sex with him. I know, I'm working on that. And the whole time he stares at me with psycho killer eyes. Not sexy, like I want to fuck you, but I'm going to kill you eyes. Haha. Skedaddled out of there real fast and proceeded to tell him I think we are looking for different things. Oh, and he had the same name as my dad. LOL. Sincerely, Miss hates to be ghosted, but ghost guys all the time. That is that's okay.
You sound like you got daddy issues there. You can't be having sex with a dad's friend that's a cop, and then you see borderline torture devices, which we all get, no king shaming, but he has the same name as your dad, and then like you're just like, whatever, let's have sex.
Yeah,
draw the line somewhere.
I mean, as a woman though, I would beg to argue a different perspective because it is very scary when you're in positions like that to be like, oh, I'm gonna leave. Like, it's not as easy as you think as a woman.
100%.
So pity sex, pity sex, you know, oh, he has the same name. And then he has this authoritarian figure over you being not only older, but a cop.
Yeah.
It's scary. And also he could go back to your dad and be like, your daughter's
a slut.
Your daughter raped me. You know, whatever. It's scary. It's very scary.
Well, in that case, then
so fucking take it back.
I do 100%.
Okay.
I take that back.
But
I didn't think of it that way.
I'm proud of you for thinking of it that way, because a lot of men won't.
Yeah, that's but that also, like, don't get yourself into that situation. Like, don't blur the lines with your dad.
Yeah,
like,
don't
go
was
on
weird
multiple dates.
Yeah, that was weird in the first place, but I'm gonna give you grace.
It's like, I guess that's where the caveat is. I think what you said,
we could have stopped earlier,
but you should have definitely had a little bit of foresight of where you're gonna lead yourself into. If you
100%.
keep going on dates, it's gonna turn into him showing you his little sex devices.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, it's multi-purpose. Like, I'm like, are you hanging deer in here?
Okay, what's the other purpose here?
Like, you gut deer?
Scott. Yeah.
Okay, Dahmer.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, not sure where to start or honestly what happened. I was 15, drinking with a friend at this guy's house with his friends too. They were about 20 or 22, and we were, of course, getting really drunk. The next morning, I wake up half naked, underwear off, uncomfortable, next to this guy I don't even know. Not sure what to call it, as I don't remember giving consent or the go-ahead for us to have sex. Currently now, I'm married and have not told a soul about this. I'm embarrassed. Was I raped? Was I being a drunk slut and allowed it? What the fuck actually happened? Sincerely, a girl who needs some support. Number one, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
Number two, I would definitely encourage some form of therapy, just speaking about that to an unbiased opinion. But also, you know, I think as women, we find ourselves in these situations a lot in that, like, younger age. I know I have, where, like, you're kind of like, I don't think I really, like, said yeah to that. And then you're like, well, but it's, like, kind of my fault. But, like, well,
you don't know
I should have left. You
don't know any better.
Yeah, you don't know any better. I feel like the only thing you could do, you mentioned you're married. Maybe sharing that with your spouse, since you mentioned you haven't told anyone about this, could be step one. Just kind of feeling lighter and supported by the person you're, like, with now.
Or go what you said, like, try therapy.
Just go to, like, an unbiased,
just get it out so you can have somebody help you maybe process your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, and your emotions too, because God knows what happens when you really do start to open up about this.
Yeah.
Like, that's terrible. But I mean,
you got to, like, work through it.
First perspective is you're 15, they're 20 to 22. They knew what they were doing. You didn't.
That's where it ends too.
That's where it is. And it's like, what happened obviously happened or did not happen. We don't know, but I think that's where exactly therapy is helpful to work through that of how do you process this? Because you're obviously not in the wrong. They obviously were. So
yeah, I mean, regardless, they're
just to talk about that's
too.
always going to help, especially if it's something that's weighed on you to, you know, write in to something about, then yeah. Find somebody, whether it's therapy, you don't want to pay for it. If you got a husband you can listen to and trust or talk to and trust and open up about, then do that. At least get it off your chest or find somebody you're comfortable with. But I mean, that's an awful thing to
use BetterHelp code Desb for 10% off your first month to get virtual therapy.
There you go.
That's how I dealt with a lot of my shit.
I still haven't done it, and I still want to.
Yeah, therapy is very important. Thank you for sharing, though. Again, next up, my sister has been extremely overweight for almost 10 years. Her BMI made her morbidly obese. She was pre-diabetic, thyroid out of whack, etc. She would try fad diets for a week or two, quit, keto, intermittent fasting, Atkins, HCG injections, literally all the things, never exercised. She ended up having bariatric surgery, lost close to 100 pounds. She looks so good, and you can tell she feels so much more confident in her skin. But sometimes I feel like a horrible sister. She'll post progress photos on Instagram like, I did it, X pounds down, so close to my goal. And all the comments will be flooded with people telling her how proud they are of her and how she's doing such a good job. But in my head, I'm like, of what? What are they proud of? For spending $10,000 to essentially starve herself until she's skinny? Her blood work is worse than it was before, aside from her A1C, and she's basically malnourished. She has to get weekly vitamin therapy just to get enough essential vitamins and minerals to survive. While I'm glad she looks and feels better, I can't help but feel like she forever ruined her body because she couldn't spend time and energy to get healthy. Sincerely, the sister that's going to hell. Funny sign off.
Not going to hell.
Not going to hell. I think it's a solid worry.
I'm sure a lot of people are, and maybe not a lot, but I'm sure anybody else in this situation that's close to your sister or the situation in general probably have that exact thought in the back of their head. But let's be honest, people are programmed to be just nice and cordial and give you,
you're doing so good.
You're doing good. I don't want to be an asshole, but it's like a lot of people have thoughts walking around. They're like, yeah, but I also think this.
Yeah,
you know?
and I think that's the scary thing is I feel like bariatric surgery, any type of fat loss surgery can be very beneficial for a lot of people because like when you watch like 400 pounds or my 600 pound life, whatever, a lot of those people, they can't even move to start to lose weight. Like it's just very hard to even do that. So I do think that those weight loss surgeries are important, but what's more important is the doctor then establishing healthy habits to continue this healthy life instead of just revolving and knowing, oh, I got surgery, like I'm good. Because yeah, like you mentioned, the bariatric surgery, you're removing part of the stomach. So you're never eating as much as you ever have again. And a lot of people choose to still live eating terrible foods. So when that education is not matched with the surgery that you end up doing or Ozempic or any type of weight loss drug, when you're not matching that with education, you're fucked. So like you mentioned, all these people from the outside looking in, oh my God, you're so healthy now. I'm so proud of you. Her blood work's worse than it was.
Yeah, no.
She's not even as healthy as she was, even though to the eye she could. And so that is so hard. I feel like maybe sharing some passion with her of like, hey, I really want to help you more. How can I support you more in your nutritional journey? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know where to start, but I think what I do want to affirm is how you're feeling, because that is very frustrating, especially when it's your sister and you care about her and you want her around.
Yeah.
You want her healthy and you're proud of her, but then you're also like, but like you could still do better.
Yeah, I mean, I have thoughts about it in terms of the sister. It's like that's kind of your job is to be the honest one.
Yeah, you're
right.
You're the mean one.
I don't know what your relationship is, obviously, but I feel like that's kind of where you fit in to be the middleman of like, hey, that's great. I'm happy for you, but like, isn't your blood work like kind of going down or regressing? Like, shouldn't we be focused on that instead of the other things? And if you think about it, if you focus on the right things to improve your actual health, that's going to translate to fat loss or just overall feeling better. Mm-hmm. Like what you eat is going to totally matter more than, how you look, because if you're eating and feeling good and ultimately, you're
right.
being healthy, you're going to feel better and not really care as much about your body.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, who gives a shit? It's really just, are you healthy and do you feel good?
Yeah.
If those two boxes are checked truthfully, then great. But I feel like that's where you can come in and not say like, oh, you're fake, or you're, oh, nice, you're losing weight, but you're super unhealthy. Just be like, yeah,
I just care about you.
I care about you, but like if your blood work's not doing good, like have you done anything about that?
Right.
And I'm sure that's something that's probably happened for years, but I have family members, a couple of them, that have had that surgery. And I will still say they are diabetic, overweight,
just as unhealthy.
If you don't fix practices, is what it is. But and they know it. To be fair, like they totally know it. But it's just kind of the life they chose. But it's just also weird because the amount of times they'll, on a special occasion, they're like, "Oh, I shouldn't eat this much, but I'm gonna anyways," and then they throw up 30 minutes later because they have too much food in their stomach.
Yeah,
it's just very obviously like a Band-Aid to just stop me from going over that line when it's like, just teach yourself a little self-control or teach it, again, this stuff everybody's heard, but it's practicing it.
If you can't fix the journey, you'll never get to the right destination. So even if you're getting the surgeries, you're doing the right weight loss pills, you're not going to get to where you want to go.
Yeah. It's got to be practiced every day.
Yeah. It's my dream to be a DBFT coach. Y'all hiring? Sincerely, a girl can dream, right? That's cute. Actually, we are hiring, so feel free to email me. Now, I'll get you on that list of other people wanting to do the same. Woo!
Yay!
Okay.
My back is combusting, I'll tell you that.
What?
My left leg just numb. Everybody there, it's like, oh my God, he's having a heart attack.
Probably.
Heart attack. Heart attack. All right, pick it up.
Well, some of these are like trigger warning, like domestic violence, and I'm like, I don't want to go there today. Yeah. It's I want to keep it light.
Yeah, it's a Travis and Swifty day.
Yeah. I unfollowed you for like a few years back.
I love these.
I wasn't vibing with your content and attitude at the time. However, I refollowed you after a while. Let me say, you've grown so much. You're now my favorite to watch across all platforms, listen to and learn from. It's amazing to see you grow, and I feel bad that I disliked you for a period. But I know you're self-aware and have mentioned that you had a rough patch. LOL. Anyways, proud of who you become. Sincerely, love you like a sister, because that's how I feel about them too.
See, I'm an asshole at heart.
Why?
No, I'm just saying, like, I tend to view things a little bit more realistically. I tend to look past what I hear at first. I take things with a grain of salt. Who changed more, her or you? Think about it. Have you thought about that?
Ooh.
Who changed more, her or you?
Fucking period.
Because I know Des, I think I know my wife.
Period, bitch.
Rough patch or not, I don't think that's an excuse for you to just not like somebody and take it for face value and think that she's the bad person. Maybe you changed.
Maybe you need to work on yourself.
No, but in all seriousness,
no,
maybe.
that is a good perspective
honestly,
shift. That like we all are growing. We're all growing.
100%.
We're all growing all the time.
That's where I think ultimately where I'm coming from is
grow
just
with it or get out.
Everybody is just like, and again, I'm not talking to you anymore, but I'm just saying generally, like everybody is just so quick to jump on what they think and therefore this is what it is. And it's just like there's so many factors. Like how are you feeling that day?
Oh, right.
You know,
right.
Like sure they might be going through a rough patch, but it's like maybe it's not a rough patch. Maybe it's just the time of life that they're in that they don't have time to make the content that they want to. And maybe they know that they can't. So they have to just shift to do something else that doesn't appeal to everybody. Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just funny. It's just everybody loves to jump on what they think based on their opinion being the right one.
Yeah. And again, that wasn't directed. That wasn't directed to you. That
not.
was just a caveat of the conversation.
Just generally, people online. Hey, everybody, just take a step back before you just judge everybody right away.
I can't say I've had that with anyone that I have followed that I've liked and then not liked for a period and then came back to. Like in my personal experiences, I've either just outgrown someone, no hard feelings. It's just like, hey, I'm not there anymore. Or like I've just moved on. But I can't say I've ever really come back to someone. It's just like I've genuinely just outgrew them.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
sounds like a you problem is what I'm saying.
No,
just
I
kidding.
would agree though. I mean, I think
I can't say I've really circled back to anyone.
Yeah, no.
Personally.
I can't say I have. Honestly, no. But again, everybody ends up going just a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And that's cool.
Like, that's when, you
we
just
should
like,
be.
whatever. That's cool.
Make me not like you. Like grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Grow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, maybe you did that. Maybe you made her not like you because you were growing.
I was growing.
And then she caught up.
Yeah, I was growing and glowing.
I'm just kidding.
And then she finally tapped me on the... She's still behind me, but like she did tap me on the shoulder like, I'm here.
Yeah, hey, bitch.
Just love that.
It's good.
I went with a friend to watch her boyfriend play baseball. She said she had a friend for me to meet. This fucking dude in no age was discussed at the time. We go to dinner. Next thing you know, we are fucking, and he tells me he is 35.
Come on.
I'm 17.
I'm 35, by the way.
I'm 17. Dude. Then he proceeded to tell me that he's married and has a child. My friend or her boyfriend, didn't know he was married. Literally never spoke to him again. Sincerely, the bitch who didn't know.
Yeah,
If I was 17, even right now, not even right now, if I was 17 or 18, let me take it back. Engaging in any way and going on a date with someone over 25 to me was weird. I couldn't imagine.
There's no way you didn't
being
sniff
17 or 18 and being with someone who's at the time 10 years older than me, 12 years older than me, etc. No.
That's going to feel like a dad.
It's fucking weird.
It's fucking weird, too.
It's weird fucking.
It's weird fucking. That is weird fucking.
That's weird fucking.
That's awful to have that realization afterwards.
The sign off. Sincerely, the girl who had sex with her cousin, Yee Yee.
Did you not read all of it?
No, so I'm starting over. I'm like, that's the sign off. Get ready.
Oh, no. This is a new one.
I went on a couple dates with this really attractive guy.
Oh, Jesus.
It got sexual once, and we planned another date. Well, at this point, my parents were so curious as to why I was happy all of a sudden, and I had to tell them about this guy. Like most parents, they wanted to see pictures. I show my mom a picture of him. She's all like, oh, he's cute. I showed my dad, and he laughed so hard and goes, yeah, that's your cousin. I couldn't believe it. Turned out we're like fourth cousins by marriage.
Okay.
No,
still. You're good. You're good.
No, bro. It's the C word, though. I don't give a fuck.
I get it. But like in terms of like truly feeling the ultimate worst gut feeling of all time would be if you were blood related. The marriage piece you saved yourself.
When I told him that we were actually cousins, his response was, "Fourth is distant enough, right?"
Fair. No, that's my guy.
Fourth is distant enough, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Suck my dick, you know?
Anyways, it's not that weird, right?
I stopped talking to him, but now, since of course this happened, I finally see him at family events, which is so awkward.
Now I again, you get enough of a pass.
That's 100% the title of this episode is I fucked my cousin.
That is unreal.
That's funny. Okay.
I will say though, I won't obviously name a name, but there was a close friend of mine in high school that like knowingly and they both willingly had sex with each other, being like second cousins, but not by blood, like married.
Who was it?
I can't tell you. I mean, I can tell you, but just not on this.
Okay, I'll bleep it out.
Yeah. So, and they knew it. You don't know the girl, but yeah, she, they knew it. Yeah, it was. I think it was one of those things where it was like, there's just too much tension. Let's just get it over with. I remember when he told me. Yes, but it was that. It was like, why is this here? I think it was one of those like we're 17 or like 17, 18 or 16, 17, and like we don't know how we're feeling, but like let's just get rid of it.
That's so weird.
Yeah, he told me it. I don't even know why, because even when he did tell me it, we weren't even that close as much as we were like early high school.
Yeah, that's...
So, my back is dying.
Is it really? Okay, we'll just do like 2 more. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to have to find this story for you guys to read one time, but there was a crazy Reddit post about this guy who got his sister pregnant, and like I have to find it to tell you guys the story because it's the most fucking crazy story ever.
Sometimes I don't want to believe that.
I believe it.
I mean,
I do.
Know
I know there's fucked up people out there that again give into that like weird tension where they're like, "What is this?" Yeah. Oh. Okay. My company hired a new assistant manager for another location, and he came into my location to start training. I thought he was sexy. Knowing that he was a dad and an older man made him even sexier. 6 months later, I began filling in at his location to help him out. We were texting a lot, and he expressed his feelings towards me. On the day, we shut down and had to close the restaurant because of COVID and clean it from top to bottom. After everyone left, we fucked on the table in the kitchen. It was the best sex of my life, super hot. Cool. I feel bad for his wife, but I don't regret anything because that dick was bomb. Sincerely, almost a homewrecker. I'll be honest, like, I mean, like, go off. Like, who am I to judge? But I
didn't know they were together. I thought she was just saying, like,
no, like, he's a dad and, like, a husband and shit.
Oh, I just
don't know. Like, and again, hey, girl, you do you. Like, I'm going to still love you anyway. But, like, for me personally, I don't know how I could ever, number one, be in that opposite position and cheat on my spouse with someone, number one. But also, number two, willingly engage with someone who is married and has a family too.
Yeah, that one's...
Like, that's a deep cut. Like, to do that to someone's children and the wife of their... the baby of the mother of their children. Like, that's a deep cut. I can understand why people hate homewreckers. Yeah. It's very, very not nice.
It's not nice, and it's such a weird... It's obviously just a very tricky situation, but it's like part of you... as that person that's not the married one or not really doing anything wrong, that's almost what you're telling yourself.
Yeah. I was sleeping with 2 guys on GVSU's football team, A and B. They didn't know about each other. The guy I didn't like as much, B, got me pregnant because, you know, raw dog and his superior. Is this Michaela? No, just kidding. But I played it off as A was the father.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Even though how far along I was didn't really add up, we slept together last. A couple of weeks later, I miscarried, and to this day, B doesn't know and thinks A thinks the baby was his. No one knows besides me and A. Sincerely, the girl who has a type and still hasn't learned her lesson.
You're lucky no harm was done because that's a shitty thing to do to both of those guys.
That's a really difficult situation to even be in when, like, you are literally pregnant.
In college, I'm assuming? I'm assuming this was
college. And then, like, I don't think at the time you're like so immature you don't understand the detrimental like effects of really lying about that.
Yeah.
And how then you would need to go to a court, you'd need to go to a judge to then get a paternity test, get child support, get support, you know, whatever. Or
it's a big deal.
The baby comes out and again like looks nothing like there's no genetics. Like the only thing I would say is if a baby comes out and you have no idea that it's someone else's child, right? Your mind is processing it that it's really yours. I feel like mentally you would find a way to make it look like you. Right? Like you'd be like, oh, he has my eyes. Like, cause your brain would be just like making it happen for you.
Yeah. You would be just so,
you're so blinded by your own excitement. You're like, oh my God, he has my chin. And then you as the baby mom would be like, bro, I fucked your friend.
Yeah. That's so
like, this
bad.
is your teammates, dude. This is your teammate that was a starter. You're sitting the bench.
Yeah. And there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I mean, I only say that so quickly, the judgment piece, I should say, of judging you. I only say that so quickly because I feel like of our position now of having kids, it's like, you just try to keep, it seems like the end of the world in that moment for you because you're like, oh no, I have to pick one of these guys. And the one that I am now almost forced to pick is the one I don't want.
Right.
You know? So it's a tough situation. I get it. But you in that situation, in hindsight, you need to do it the right way. But you dodged a baby.
No, honestly, really, really scary and sorry for the miscarriage. Like, I feel like no matter what age you are, like that's still sad. It's still very sad, but it was a lesson.
I was about to say, yeah, that'll stick with you. It's like,
that'll stick with you.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, she knows.
She didn't need me to say it.
Yeah. It's all right. You're not being that's a context though too, where it's like, oh, he's fucking cancel. He said it's like, no, like he just phrased it weird. Like it's okay. He didn't mean to be it. Like yeah, we're good.
It will.
Yeah, we all know why it's not an asshole, and he just said, you know what I'm saying.
Even though I've said I am a few times through this.
Sure. Okay, guys. Hope you liked today's episode. Wyatt and I are wearing our spooky merch. Hope they have pre-workout in hell and dying for a fat ass. Make sure you guys go get your spooky merch at desb.shop-merch. And make sure that you guys rate, review, subscribe to this episode. Go to www.brunchwithdesb.com to get all of our links. Go to all of the places and then visit www.betterhelp.com/Desb, DESB as in boy, for 10% off your first month for BetterHelp. Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for being my one and only ad in my podcast right now. I promise we're working on it. Next week, we'll have brand new chairs, mics,
oh my God,
end table, rug. We are stepping it the fuck up in Brunch with Desb land. I'm so excited. It's long overdue, but yeah, we just got to paint
take time.
Yeah, we have to paint the rest of this room though.
Why?
It's not painted all the way. I need to paint the rest of the pink. I just haven't done it. So
are we doing? Why the rest of the pink? Why do you need to?
Because it looks like shit without it.
Okay, is the camera looking at it? No.
Well, I want this to be an office though.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the office turns into an office, then
yeah.
What about our idea of?
Yeah.
You don't want that pink.
We could put a backdrop on.
No, this isn't 2019 YouTube channel in apartment of Florida.
That's where I started. Fuck off. Do not start with me. All right, you guys. Love you. Make sure you hang out every Sunday. Go catch up on our latest episodes. YouTube.com. You can search on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen, and hang out with us every week. Well, not us. Hang out with me and then Wyatt when he decides to show up.
Yeah, don't poke holes in condoms either.
Oh my God, that was so fucked up.
Okay, bye.
Bye.